All right, greetings, everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mir, search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, a couple of announcements. Number one, make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Go to dynastymir.com. While you're there, please join our awesome email list. Again, please join our awesome email list while you're there. Also, Patreon, become a monthly Patreon, patreon.com, search for Uhuru, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. And also, guys, so we're still running the promotion. Super chat, you get a postcard. I just need you guys to do me a favor. Super chat, I just need you guys to do me a favor. Once you super chat, email me your address and I will send you a postcard. Again, I will send you a postcard. Okay. And then if you cash app $20, cash app is $ Amir Dynast. Again, it's $ Amir Dynast. Go ahead and cash app me $20 and I will send you one of my children's books and I will also autograph it for you. Again, I will autograph it for you. Go ahead and do that. All that good stuff. I got you. We got you over here at Search for Uhuru. And also, again, once you do that, I need your guys' address. And also let me know who you want me to make it out to. I'm sorry. So I can, that's the Cash App right there in the chat room. So I can, get that to you. Tour. Oh, couple tours now. So tour number one, we're leaving for Sierra Leone, April 19th, returning on the 29th. Again, April 19th, returning on the 29th. Well, some of us are staying over. Some people are coming back, but we're leaving out on the 19th out of Chicago. We're flying out of Chicago. I guess Chicago, like, you want a good deal to fly on Delta to Africa. Like right now, Chicago is the dope spot. I'm gonna do a whole nother show on that. In fact, today I'll probably do a show. I'm gonna break down this whole process as far as traveling to Africa. I'm gonna start doing that, like formal tutorials for you guys, because I love you all. I love you all, and I want to see you guys succeed and travel to Africa. That's what I want from you all. So we're leaving out of Chicago. And then Nigeria, August 16th through the 22nd. August 16th through the 22nd. Nigeria, come and join us in Nigeria. Hit me up, go to dynastymir.com, send me a message, everyone. Without further ado, it's been a couple weeks. Man, it's been almost a month. We got my brother on with us. We're back at it again. Brother Fitzgerald Stevens is on with us today. I think that's his Alabama degree in the background.
Yeah, man, this is headquarters. Maybe I gotta put it. Maybe
I got my Georgia joint over here somewhere. Hold on.
Maybe it's about time to go get a master's or something, man.
Here we go. Here's my Georgia one. And guys, don't be mad because I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and frame it. But this is when I was Albert Horton Hollis II. That's my University of Georgia.
Go ahead and put it up in your study, man. It'd be pretty.
Yeah, I need to go in there. I need to go ahead and frame it.
You put it up next to your real estate license and your insurance thing. Yeah, put it up.
Yeah. So Albert Horton Hollis II. That's it right there. University of Georgia, Bachelor's of Science in Agricultural Business.
Yeah, heck of proud accomplishment, man.
Yeah, so I need to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and forget that frame. But without further ado, they're gonna finish. Okay, so his alma mater is gonna finish probably 2 next year in the SEC.
Well, maybe who knows, man. It's
number 2 in the SEC behind Georgia.
I know we have to build a bigger trophy case. I'll tell you that, but who's counting? Hey man, on the but first and foremost, good afternoon, everybody. I've really missed the audience, and I love this channel and everything, and definitely been following a lot, especially when he was talking about the various crypto guests that have been coming on. So I've been really picking up some good information as far as for that. I mean, it's I will say this, Dynas, man, you bring on some real sharp individuals to talk about that
Uh-huh.
subject. And not the other subjects have not been talked about, but as far as what we're seeing with people building wealth with the crypto sphere, is just so much out there, man. And you've had some very very sharp people, who you brought on the guest. So definitely keep doing that, because you know what, that is something that I think that many of us need to be well versed in, and as far as for diversification and knowing where the economy is going and how we can participate. Let's try not to leave anybody left behind in this deal. Been left behind in a lot of things we just simply been locked out of. As far as with the economics sphere, the global stage, mostly due to racism and other various capitals of people, other various things that people just simply have not wanted to work in this market. Seem like the blockchain, and especially with the internet, look like that's a little bit, that's a whole lot a level playing field. I'm not talking about people going into technology, and I was hearing like maybe certain big huge giants of companies don't like to hire minorities, even though a lot of them are just as good as software writers and coders, and they're not going to, they don't get the opportunities, especially in Silicon Valley. I understand, the blockchain changes a lot of that, man. You can just build so much. You can just build so much of a well platform for yourself, and just having a savvy to go out there and learn what you need to learn. So I've certainly been taking advantage of that, and I know it's a lot more I need to learn, but I'm proud of the way that I'm progressing so far. So it's out there, man, and I just like where things are going. I like the future that we are able to create. I'm able to create. You're able to create. It's just a decision to do. But before I really get in what we're talking about, Dynas, hey, do you ever plan anything, man, or thinking about in the future planning something with Ethiopia? That's one place I really want to go.
In the future, but not the maybe next year. I'm not going to promise anybody because next year I do plan on. I kind of want to go back to Tanzania and climb Mount Kilimanjaro again, but I don't. I really don't plan on. I might. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to.
Man, why you face Tristan with Ethiopia?
I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I mean, there are some like archaeological sites that I want to see in Ethiopia, but I'm not really in a hurry. I'm sorry, Fitzgerald. I know you want to go,
No,
but
no, no. I mean, I don't know how you chose your first country that you went to. I think a friend had told you all to go to Tanzania when you first started going to Africa, when you first started going out there, and you had a place, and I would say definitely that Ethiopia would be one of my top three. No, I just want to go out there and see the land. I just no, it's just something about that place with me. Now I want to just go ahead and just see it, man. Not on a postcard, not on
right.
not on Google or Google Maps Live and stuff. I just want to. That's where I just want to actually go. Now Tanzania, I hear is pretty neat too. I hear some things that's pretty neat. I have a business partner around down in that way, man. No, that's Uganda. Uganda, but he goes up to Tanzania. So
Mhm.
such great things about about it out there. So I just want to look at, man. It's time to get really busy with the business of living, and
The business. I got to write that down. The business.
really trying to get busy with
Yeah,
the
I got to
business
write that
of
down. I got
living.
to write that down.
Because if you and just going ahead and get this money issue out the way, dude,
Right.
where you can actually have the resources to spend the remainder of your time on your terms, and be able to see some of these great sites in this big beautiful world with a lot of beautiful people in it, and just go ahead and trying to really really just go ahead and get about things that you really want to do, things that are just going to breathe life in, because our time is so limited. So I see a couple listeners over here. Hey, the time is now. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, it's been a long time. We're hopefully going to try to do that. I've taken on a couple of projects since I last been on the show. Tell me what's going on with me. I opened up my cleaning business again. And then it's called Customer One Cleaning. I got a specialization, nice little mark.
You said cutthroat cleaning.
No, Customer One.
Customer One. Okay, I didn't say cutthroat cleaning.
Cutthroat cleaning. I don't think that'll go very well on the World Wide Web, right? That.
Right.
I actually took another job, a day job, that I'm dealing with. Still growing my GS Partners account, which I'm saying that's really cool. That's the one I'm really kind of really big about and really more excited about, because that thing is making money while I'm doing all the other things out there, put my effort in. So it's nice to wake up and you check your smartphone, and you've already got Bitcoin and Ethereum in there. You're able to pay some things off in your lifestyle, and you're able to save money, and helps you collapse time. What do I mean by collapsing time? Well, with my garage business, with my cleaning business, I'm the one that has to do this stuff. I'm not out there doing it. I'm not getting paid. With my day job, I'm the one that have to go out there and market those services. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting paid. But with my GS Partners business, yeah, I got to go out there and build the work. But once I build a team rather than do the work, it takes on a life of itself. And you're in the situation where you're like, wow, where'd that come from? And wow, where'd this come from? And like, look, listen, I can pay this, and pretty soon I can use the money, the Bitcoin that I'm using in Ethereum. I'm like, rather than that, I said, hey, I could just save a little bit and takes a few grains, and then you know what, I will be able to finance my African trip. I will be able to take some profits off of that and do my whole monthly expenses incidentally, and get the other money that I have been earning. I could go ahead and just put that in in investments and other opportunities to build wealth, because it's, to me right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's gotten so serious. I mean, I'm so constant in the time right now. I think that was the proper word to use. I'm just, should I say, I'm aware of time right now. Getting older, don't feel old, but getting older, and time is just going by. And I want to make smart choices right now, and I literally want to collapse time, meaning that I want to get like 20 years of work and 20 years of profit in 3 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. So I have to do some things different.
Wow.
I want to, that's what I mean by collapsing time. And you can do it. Michael Delco did it, and many people around the world have done this. And I want to be able to just spend my time and do things like I want to do on my term, because you know what? My janitorial business is going to be extraordinarily successful. I know it, but I'm going to have to be there. Right. And even if I find a great group of general managers and great group of directors, even if I create a great board, stuff like that, I'm going to be there in the first couple initial stages, that working really hard, putting my time in it, putting my time in it, and I'm going to have to build that. I'm going to buy trucks. I'm going to buy equipment. I'm going to go out and bid for contracts. And I have no problem doing that, but I don't want to do that to a point that business is literally going to own me, because I've been down that road before. I know what it takes. I know the mental and the physical energy that's going to be exerted, that's going to take to get that thing flowing. I know you have to deal with all types of regulations. I know you got to deal with all types of employee issues. I already know that. Not too looking forward to going in that, but I want to build something again. With as my investing portfolio, dealing with cryptocurrency and blockchains and core wallets and all these things, that's money I want to just really just sit back and let work for me. And so ultimately, I still want to get the thing where I think many of us, I know Dynas wants to get it, where we have the money out the way, but we have the time out the way too. So I'm happy to say I have been moving towards that. It's great, and we're helping other people moving towards it. Dynas, it's a real cool thing, man. When a couple things, you're waking up in the morning and you've earned Bitcoin, you've earned Ethereum, it's expanding. You look at the market, it goes up a little bit. Your wealth goes up with that because it's on the deflationary model. And then you see like, hey, let me take a little bit out this out and let me just pay something I need to do, or let me invest in something I need to do, and that's money working while it's working while I sleep, and that's
one second. Hey, Larry Patterson, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm not super chat, but the Cash App. I just was confirming that I got that, I received that. So, Larry, do me a favor, email me your address, and I'm going to send you a postcard. Again, email me your address. I'm going to send you a postcard. Also, in the chat room is me and Fitzgerald's. My affiliate link, GS Partners. It's a company that me and Fitzgerald we have partnered together on. So sign up as an affiliate, and I will get back to you. All right, sorry about that, Fitzgerald. Go ahead.
No, and you bring up a good point, Dynas. I don't know if you're aware. I was looking at your business last night, not your search for Uru business or your touring business. Your GS Partners, your crypto Ethereum business and stuff like that, man. I don't know if you're aware that thing is really growing too. And I know, I know you probably have I know you probably have had a chance to really lock in and pay attention to you like you wanted to, because you're planning for your tours, you're doing your broadcasts, you're getting these incredible guests around there. But isn't it nice that something's actually working for you without that you're putting the work in? Don't get me wrong, but it's almost like it's on automatic pilot, because once you become a part of this and people plug into to get the various training that they need to become successful with, it just kind of takes a life of its own, so it's about lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, so I just logged into my back office and I got some Ethereum out of nowhere. Okay,
no, you didn't get
I ain't mad.
It didn't come out of nowhere. It came out because someone's doing production. That someone don't necessarily have to do with you. It didn't come out of nowhere. No, so you did work, and now you're starting to reap benefits as far as of that work. So someone's doing something, So it'd be like if you had your touring company and you had like about some personnel, not only here in the States but over in Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and they're selling packages, and all of a sudden you say, well, I got some money that came in account, Fitzgerald. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, of course you did. Someone just sold something, or someone just put something in, but nevertheless, you're logging in your account and finding that out, which is really neat. Like I said, man, it's about lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. It's about finding something that's going to allow you to live life on your terms, to spend time with the people you love, to go to the places you love, to be able to collapse time. And I want to talk about that a little bit, collapsing time. Matter of fact, I want that to be the central part of this discussion today, at least while I'm on here. What do I mean by collapsing time? When you say collapsing time, what are you talking about, Fitzgerald? There are moments, and there are vehicles in life, and there are certain opportunities in life. It don't take you working 20, 30, 40, 50 years to build up the pension.
Right.
There are vehicles that you can accomplish what you did in 25, 30 years. There's vehicles you can accomplish that in 5. I prove it to you. So definitely we know cryptocurrency can be one of them. I mean, think back, look what Bitcoin and Ethereum were 5 years ago. Look back, Amazon's not that long ago. No. Amazon, what if we would have jumped into that? What if someone would jump into Tesla? Tesla's not that old. We're looking at these various technologies. What if you would have been one of the early investors at Snapchat or Facebook or IBM or PepsiCo or what? I'm talking about being able to recognize opportunities, before they become opportunities. And then go ahead, Dynas.
I was gonna say, Fitzgerald, I'm noticing. Well, one thing I'm experiencing with crypto, kind of those, hey man, if I only would have invested in Google back in 2000 or whatever, or the late 90s, or only if I would have invested in this in the late 90s, oh man, I'd be here now. You now have an opportunity with, and guys, let me disclaimer, we are not financial advisors. Invest at your own risk. Yeah, disclaimer. There we go. Sorry about that. But now with crypto, you kind of can get in early, as they say, with some of these coins.
You said something that I've heard many people say, and yeah, we're not financial advisor. Invest at your own risk. But let me tell you something. You can get a 110 guarantee return on your money and your investment, 100% each and every time without fail. Invest in yourself. Invest in what you feel is right in your heart, and you feel is right in your heart to build or create or just go for it. You're not going to lose on that. I mean, that's the majority of stuff I spend is in myself. But what I mean myself, training myself how to look for opportunities, training myself to be available to millennium thinking. I should call it, not necessarily dinosauric thinking. Training myself to recognize opportunities, spending time studying. Spending time, hanging up, creating mastermind groups or being around mastermind groups, listening to watching trends, studying trends. I mean, this is not stuff up on YouTube. You can easily learn about various things, educating myself, developing more skills, looking at where trends are going and just looking at things like, wow.
I'm gonna write that down for sure. The most important investment.
You're not going to lose. You invest in yourself like we're trained financial advisor. You don't need to be a trained financial advisor to understand that you need money. You don't need to understand. You don't need to be a trained financial advisor. Understand that you need to create something that's going to outwork you, outlive you, work while you're not able to work. Give something for your children. When you're gone, the best investment you could ever make is in yourself. I mean, we are living proof for talking about that. Where you guys are hearing me on a platform that when I first met this man, it wasn't even conceived. Didn't even think of it. Look at it now. It's a global powerhouse. As far as because of one man believed in itself. All I told to do was to take a vacation. Before
and let's jump into that story.
We talked about this way before this was going on. All I told Diane, hey man, you're young, you're single, you have no kids. Just go get your vacation. Go somewhere.
Right.
Go somewhere. He's the one that chose Africa, and and look at the stuff. The rest is history. So I don't think he lost. As far as with taking a chance on himself, and so that's all I did. I knew that I cannot simply keep running up and down the road, knocking on people's doors, asking, do you want to buy this? Asking, can I come in and do this? Asking, I knew I had to have something that's going to work for me even when I'm not working. I knew that. And I knew I couldn't do it on a job. I knew I was getting older. I knew I was just getting less patient to even want to do that. Sometimes, I knew when I was in my jobs and my mind was wandering outside the job more than actually focusing on the job. Some of you guys understand what I'm talking about there. You're just almost like you're going through the motions. You do just enough. And guess what? You're doing just enough just to maintain. Hopefully they won't fire you. Hopefully you get something. I didn't want to live like that because I had got tired. I had got tired of just always having to come in my mind. I can't afford it. Always coming in my mind. Like I got to cut my lifestyle down to this. And I wasn't really living a big exorbitant lifestyle. I drive a simple car, live in a simple place. But I have big tastes, and and so, but I had to ratchet that down, ladies and gentlemen. It's not having a big taste that you want to go spend a month in Africa, or you want to go spend a month in the Caribbean. That's not a big taste. That's normal. It's not having a big taste that you just want to have your insurance paid up for 5 years. Or your property taxes paid up for 5 years on your home would have paid up. That's not having a big taste. That's normal. What isn't normal is always payments. What's the lowest payment I could get, and what's that? That's exorbitant pressure, and it's cool. It was cool back when I was 20 something because I didn't know any better. I thought that was what everybody do. They go out and get a job, go work for someone. I was been told about entrepreneurship, and then 30, it was starting to get real drudgery then, just 40s is getting practically, oh man, I don't want it. No, man, the heck with it. 50, all I do, you can keep this. You can keep this. And so it's just a matter of what do you want to do with your life? You got to create something that works for you. You don't necessarily have to be crypto. Maybe I'm talking to authors in this, but you can write a best-selling author book and things like you can do a series. Maybe there's someone out here has could be in the movie business, the arts business. I see Mr. DeMarco Davis is on here. That's his thing. Maybe perhaps he could write a script, that would pay his family generations after generation, like Sylvester Stallone did with the Rocky series, or the First Blood series, or and you could create some intellectual property. You don't have to do what we're talking about doing. Cryptocurrency is just a way that I'm excited that I'm excited about, and many other people are excited about, because it helps us to realize that goal. I could take. I can get paid in fiat currency. We talked about that many times on the show. That's the money you get from your paycheck and everything. And I could just go ahead and get that, right? Cool. I'm supposed to get paid that what I do. But you know what? Let's just say, you grab a check like $3,300 and whatever, because because of the profession you choose. Now now my thinking is, $3,300. Instead of my bank having that money right now, let me take about 3,000 that, put it in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, why are you doing that? Well, it's still I just transferred it in something that's going up in value. So now I put that $3,000, and I turn around, depending on how the market is doing, somewhere like a week, that $3,000 is up to $3,600. So I made $600 on my money. Maybe it'll drop down a little bit, maybe to $500 or $495, but I'm still getting a whole lot more than just leaving that in my bank account, which is giving me anything. So what do? Do I spend the whole $3,000? Not necessarily so. I said if it went up to $495 or $515 or somewhere like that, I take the $495, $515. I take the gains, and I still leave the principles. And I keep rolling that concept and doing that concept and stuff. And that's how I say, well, you know what? Maybe I'll turn that into a trip to Zanzibar. Maybe I'll turn that into a trip to Lagos and stuff, or maybe I'll just go ahead and invest more in some other forms of investments like cryptocurrency, or maybe I'll just invest like in learning how to play my guitar, something that's going to enhance and bring my life. But I have to find that. If you can do stuff like that, why would you work a second job? I mean, it's taking one portion of your wealth, transferring it into another entity and allowing it to go up. People do it all the time with real estate. People do it all the time with writing scripts. There's a kid out there about maybe 14 years old getting $7 million a year talking about toys. Surely you and I can come up. Yeah. I mean, it's people making full-time incomes running YouTube channels.
Right.
So you don't have to do crypto. We're not talking about have to do. It's a way that we found that's one way, one part of our portfolio becoming a very important part of our portfolio. But what we would advocate is, how long you're going to wait before you decide to build something that really works for you. That really works for you. I mean, how long you're going to sit on a gift that God gave you, and before you figure out, like, wow, I want to be able to do things like I like to do for my family, like I want to do, and I just want to get this money stuff out the way. And I have this quote on my computer. It comes from Planet of the Apes, and the leader of it, the leader of the group named Caesar, and there's a quote on there. It said, "It is an insult. Your lack of commitment your lack of dedication is an insult to all the people who believe in you. Your lack of dedication is an insult to all the people who you believe in you. But no one should believe in you more than you. And so there's a better there's a better way and you know there's a better way and or should I say a better lifestyle that you want for yourself, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go after it. And one of the biggest thing is not holding you back. It's not necessarily money.
Right. One second for sure. Hold up, Sism. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Hold up. Do me a favor. Email me your address. I'm gonna send you an autographed copy of one of my children's books, and let me know who to make it out to. All right, go ahead for sure.
And one of the biggest things is not necessarily holding you back. I mean, if you don't have the necessary vehicle blended with the corresponding necessary action, you're not going to get the money in the first place. You know, Mr. Bronze is Mr. Jose Bronze is talking about what age are we talking about, man? Dude, I'm talking about any age from 12 to 112. You know, but I mean, it's a matter mapping out a plan, mapping out a way that you want your life to go, finding a vehicle that would get you there, and working like heck until you accomplish what your goal is. But when, and so money is nothing more than a byproduct of your dedication and your intelligence and sticking to your plan and determined to make something happen in your life to create a lifestyle that you want. So we believe in that, and as the older you get, the more you're gonna realize that, man, the time is not really on your side. Right. No, time is not real. Do I feel crazily old at 56? No, but I know I'm not 36. I know I'm not 16. I know I'm not 26. If mathematics tells me that if I double my age, I'm 100, about 112, somewhere like that. Would I live that long? Possibly, maybe. Have I known anybody in my family to live that long? No. My family on both sides, we're blessed with long life, but I want a good quality of life. So in other words, I probably lived over half my life already. And I certainly don't want that to go like the last half want to go. Collapsing time. A friend of mine, I do mean friend. I've been knowing this man personally since about 1998, Mr. Michael Delco. You've heard me mention before. Yeah. Mr. Delco was a former mortgage banker. And as a result of this business, of this networking business, and that's what it is. It's a networking business, and you're going to network. The only difference is we get paid for our referrals, and those who don't participate in network marketing, you don't. Just simple things like that. But this man worked 15 years in the mortgage banking industry. He's also a former musician. And I'm not even going to use his wife, as far as with that. But within this business, he made more money in 5 years than his first 35 years of working for someone else. Think about that.
Wow.
That's collapsing time. He retired at 49 years old. Okay. Now, what's so significant about that? Well, to me, a couple of things. Number one, I knew him way before, my relationship is like with Dynas and Mr. Delco's. I knew him way before they came the notoriety they are right now. I watched the transformation of both of these men. Mr. Delco is 72 hours younger than me. He was born on the same year, same month. And so I had someone that I saw that did it. I knew I could do it. And I'm seeing someone that is free at 49. What do you mean by free, Fitzgerald? Try getting just like a little under 2 weeks ago. He was at an undisclosed location. It looked like it had nice sand and sunshine, and he decided he's going to take him and his wife down there for a whole month. Okay, now it's not a matter of us being jealous or anything like that. We applaud the success of others, but you know what? If someone else accomplished it, we can too.
Right.
And so I see all these great guests. I see all these guests coming talking about cryptocurrency on Search Guru. I see all these great things happening, talking about real estate in Africa, and I see all these programs that are needed, and that to really help people and help the diaspora and help people achieve independence and stuff. But the one thing I always seen that seems to be a common thread through it is finances. That's the one thing that I see. I mean, if I'm wrong, someone please correct me in the chat. The one thing is that they're needing funding or having trouble getting the funding, and but what if we could come up with a way that we could become self-funded, and where you have your own independence. And this is where I'm marching towards it, and I'm not knocking out the box like Grant Cardone yet, but you know what? It is kind of a nice feeling to have money coming in that you didn't physically go out there and work for, and it's still coming in. That's a nice feeling. That really is a nice feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, look for royalties, residuals, and dividends. Look for royalties, residuals, and dividends. You probably heard me say that before, but Mr. Delco taught me another one, and this is the one that Dynas and I are really on: asset wealth.
Right.
Asset wealth. Bitcoin, Ethereum's cryptocurrency, those are assets. So which is more important? The goose that lays the golden egg or the golden egg?
The goose.
More important, the goose that lays the golden egg or the golden egg?
The goose.
Of course, because the goose is the source of the golden egg. And so when you think in terms of asset accumulation, real estate, intellectual property, cryptocurrencies, ETFs, or many other things that allow you to you control the asset, you control the goose that's producing the wealth. Okay, now that's a whole nother stream. Now, one thing about that, it can be a little alarming sometimes. Here's why: because sometimes the asset can be up like cryptocurrency can, or it could take a dip. Mm-hmm. Well, rather than panic, you probably want to buy on the dip.
Right.
Or when these depressions come, and they talk about how bad times are and everything, and all these real estate crashes. There's a group of people out there, they wait for that. They go out there and just buy the stuff on the low. Or there's a group of people who they wait for the crash, and they wait for the severe calamity, because they go out there and buy the stocks while they're on the low. Warren Buffett, and I paraphrase, he said, you ought to be buying when everybody's selling, and you ought to be selling when everybody's buying. So you that's what I mean by coming up with education and investing in yourself. And it's about creating the lifestyle that you want. I don't really need to go back and forth with that, but I really want to come on to the show today. I missed the audience. I missed talking. I want to stay engaged in far as anything, but you have an opportunity to do that. I mean, in capital, it's free. Too much for you? You can just go ahead and register your free Bitcoin account. I mean, through GS Partners. Here's what GS Partners is. GS Partners, we get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum, two of the two top cryptocurrencies in the world, Bitcoin and Ethereum, to move our own coin, the GS99, through our own blockchain. That's simple as that. We get paid Bitcoin and Ethereum to move our cryptocurrency coin, the G999 token, across our own blockchain, and we get paid in real time. I'm willing to bet I probably have already earned money while I'm sitting up here talking to you guys on that. Now, am I going to just sit there and let that be the only thing I do? No. I mean, I like challenges. I like to build stuff. I like to create stuff. So with Customer One Cleaning, okay, I got a design I want to build with that. With my day job, there's some goals I want to achieve in that. But ultimately, what I want to do is walk away from all of that and just live like on my assets and my residuals coming in. Then I can, because I don't want to spend time, necessarily driving up and down the highway or knocking on doors or making all these phone calls I'm going to have to get, or keep worrying about an employee telling me, hey, Fitzgerald, Mr. Stevens, I can't come in because so and so, or a truck broke down, or I got to buy new vehicles. I don't want to have that expenditure keep coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I'm in my mid-50s now. You know, I have like you talk about collapse in time. 59 and a half is when I want to be done. 59 and a half. Well, my God, I better get really busy. I better learn how to collapse the time, because in September I'm 57.
Right.
You know, and so if you find the right vehicles, you can. You know, do you guys have your vision board up? You know, I can tell. Used to tell how serious are you? Show me your goals. I mean, mine is right in this book here. Okay, where are you going? Do you say you want that house? You know, could you show it to me, or could you explain it in clean details? I can't mind. You know, you want a family. How many? You know, what do you want? Where do you want to live? You want a house or houses? You want to be able to give scholarships away? What's the school you're going to? What's the amounts? You know, you want to be able to set up libraries. You want to go over to sponsor causes you believe in. How much? When do you want to do it? No, you want to go and keep your body real fit. You know, that you like the way you look so much so when you're 70, you're looking like your 40s. There's people out there walking around like that. What's your dietary plan? Who's your nutritionist? You see, you got to know where you're going, and then once you know where you're going, what vehicle you're going to use to get there. Do you really want to spend the time just using your time to work for dollars, or naira, or South African rand, or what is it? What do you want? And then what's your time limit? Now, and so these are things we have to ask ourselves, because I want to be spending somewhere along the line like 3 to 4 months in Africa every year. And, you know, and in the other time, I want to be probably sitting over here in Florida somewhere on a nice beach, you know, going out, you know, maybe have me a nice cabin somewhere up in Tennessee and stuff like that, overlooking the mountains. That's what I want. You know, I want to be able to help causes I believe in. You know, I want to be able to set up scholarships for children. I want to be able to become a venture capitalist where I can invest in other things. So that's what I want to do. Other words, I want my time to be working for me, even when I'm not out there physically doing it. And so this is my vision, but I didn't come to talk about my vision. I've come to see. I came here to spark yours. Get you a vision board, okay? If we're saying anything, let's go to a couple of steps. Decide is exactly what you want. Okay, get a picture of it. There's a magazine I used to look at, Prince Amir, called Rob Report. You know, it had
is that what all the Lear
and all the nice houses and stuff like that, or you can you certain way you like to look. Well, I can just pull up Boateng. Boateng is a British designer. You know, and that's does incredible work. But there are many great people. What kind of suits you want? How do you want to look at it, man? You know, what do you want? What do you want? And once you decide that, okay, let's go ahead and get a vehicle to get it. You know, this GS Partners is a wonderful vehicle. You know, it's not going to interfere with what you're doing right now, and you know, it'll set you free if you do the work to it. You know, your job will set you free if you do the work for it. But remember, we want to collapse time, ladies and gentlemen, because time is the one luxury we never get back. We never get back. And you know, and the time to stop procrastinating is now. Stop treating your life as if you got time. Stop treating your life as you got time. When I was a kid, I used to think that. When I was a kid, and I'm talking about early 20s, I was foolish, and I thought I was invulnerable. Mm-hmm. I used to drive like a bat out of hell. You know, did a lot of stupid things. I just thought I had time. I thought 5 years was so far down the road. I didn't understand time, and I wasted a lot of time. At my age right now, in my mid 50s, I don't have that luxury no more.
Right.
And we just have to get on about the business of really, really accomplishing what we want to do on this earth, what God placed us on this earth to do. So I admonish you guys, just get busy. I believe in you. Dynamics believe in you, but believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, man. There's so many stuff out there. Picking up silver, great thing. Palladium, great thing. Gold, great thing. Real estate, great things.
All right.
You have that book in you, write it, get it in manuscript. Instead of get it out your head, get it on paper and get it distributed. Say, well, I don't got nobody to distribute. Create a business, create your own publishing company. But put it on your own YouTube channel. Put it on Snapchat, put it on LinkedIn. Make videos of it. You can promote yourself. Say there's always a way, but what price are you willing to pay for the lifestyle that you want? Now, if you don't want anything, or you may say, hey, I'm fine, Fitzgerald, what I'm doing, that's great. You have accomplished your goal. That I celebrate you. And you are where you are, but many of us are not. And then I learned the best way to really keep yourself going in life is to constantly keep resetting goals.
Right.
Because I can promise you things I've gotten, Dynas, and man, that looked like the journey, looked like the happy point. If I look back into it, was going after it. And then once I went after it, like, oh man, feeling wore off, and I had to engage in something else.
All right.
And so that's one thing, we really want to get you guys to see. Let's collapse this time. Let's redeem the time. Let's get on living the times that the way we want to live with the time we have. Oh, and by the way, please enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. You're not behind anybody. Don't compare yourself with your brother-in-law, your college roommates. That they had a different way than you do. Don't do that. Forget all that comparing yourself, and forget all that thinking you're behind. That you got to cast off these weights that so easily beset you. You have to. That's gone. Forget about who didn't believe in you. Forget about who left you. Forget about all that. And just dust those things off again and go out there with more intelligence and just go ahead and get it. And so I know with GS Partners, we'll help you get it. We'll help you get it because that's the business we're in. We can help give you support. But it's up to you. So Dynas, I said what I want to say, man. I just want to talk to the audience, and these incredible group of intelligent men and women that I see on this audience, and many of you guys have supported Prince Amir, from the very beginning. But never get in the habit of being a groupie. Okay, let me explain. Man, you hear about Michelle and Barack? They're able to do this. You hear about the president of Nigeria? Man, he owns this nice house in Kensington Palace in London. Hey, man, you hear about Diddy? You hear about Jay-Z and Beyonce? You hear about them? Hey, you hear about Fitzgerald, Mr. Delco? You hear about Search for Heights already up to 80-something thousand? Celebrate. Be happy for them. But don't concentrate on someone else's success more than your own. Don't do that. You can be happy with people, but that's their life. They've already got some things they want to do. You got to focus on where you're trying to go. If there's anything that I could say besides collapse in time, that would be it. Get busy with the business of living your life, because you only got one. And we have spent 48 seconds and 48 minutes, 34 seconds. You'll never get that time back. So hopefully I said something worthwhile to you guys. I believe in you. Please go ahead and support this channel. Get busy with the busy living. Now, some of you guys are going to run into people. They're more of a critic. Get used to that. Get used to people laughing at you. Get used to people telling you can't do. What they're saying is, I can't do what you do. So I'm going to try to project my fears on you. If you're going to come in this lane. This lane right here is a super highway. This is like the Autobahn. You ain't riding on no country road. when you decide to say, hey, I'm going to go different, I'm going to build something great, you know, you don't just itch on the Autobahn. You just get on there, you hit the gas, because if you don't hit the gas, you're going to crash. So you don't worry about who's saying no. Don't worry about who left you, or, you know, or who's not supporting you. What spouse or what girlfriend or what boyfriend, man, please forget about that. Your purpose is more important to them. I assure you. Now, some of y'all ain't going to be able to deal with that. And so you're going to get left behind. And then you know what you're going to do? You're going to grow old and bitter. And then you know what you're going to do to try to justify it? You're going to say, well, so-and-so wouldn't support me. So-and-so held me back. But in essence, it was you who made the decision. And so for those of us who have made all these decisions that we didn't take this game of life serious, we thought we had time, we made mistakes, and we're dwelling on that. Forget about that. You know, just go ahead and dust it off. First thing, number one, write down exactly what you want. Write it. If something happens when you take this and you put it on this. You know, you can also use your smartphone, but if something happens when you write it down.
Yeah, pen, power of the pen, yeah. The pen versus, yeah, right.
Something down. I ain't talking about typing in. Write it physically down. My goals are not in my smartphone. My goals are right in this book, in my own handwriting. It's just something about that. Okay, find out exactly what you want. Then once you get that, once you get that, you get images of that. And you put them in your bedroom mirror, your bathroom mirror. You put it on your car. You put the things around in there where you constantly seeing it, because God designed us to think in images. We think in pictures. Okay? We think in pictures. Want me to prove it to you? 2021, a 2021 Burgundy Corvette XZR. Did you see the word?
Stingray.
Yeah, did you see the word, or did you see the picture?
I saw both.
Okay, I saw the picture.
I saw a Corvette. I saw the emblem on the Burgundy Corvette.
You saw it, and God has set a rule up in His universe. Whatever a man imagines in his heart, if he believes it, he can receive it. He can have it. Okay, so you have it written down. These are talking about your goals, right? You got it written down. Okay, and then you got a picture of it. Then now you have your goals, what you want, with timestamps, with dates. Because you don't put dates, you say, I want to be rich. Well, that's not a goal, that's a wish. Why you say that, Fitzgerald? What's the number? What's the date? I want to have a net worth. I will have a net worth somewhere like $100 million within 20 years. Okay, that's something I can shoot for. Okay, and so I'm just giving you an example. Then you start getting your imagination in line. You start getting what you're seeing in your mind. So therefore, that you're only focusing on what you want. You're only thinking about what you want. As a man thinks, so is he. This is not pseudoscience. This is for real. And I'll prove that to you again. With this. Okay, how many of you guys have actually thought about a person and all of a sudden they appeared or called you? I can't tell you how many times it's happened. You just think about something. How many of you actually have thought about something and all of a sudden it appears? You know what? For months I've been looking at this. Just a little simple iPhone Pro Max. I have my Galaxy and everything like that. I just been looking at. All of a sudden I said I was actually stopped by a Verizon store, and all of a sudden the deal really fell in my pocket, and now it's here. Okay. Well, Fitzgerald, you paid for it, but no, the timing that I came in there was right at the right moment. Was the best for me at that moment. So now I have it. Okay. Well, a dream fulfilled. So when you imagine stuff, but I had the image in my head. I would go in the T-Mobile store. I would look at it. I would go in Walmart, and I would look at these phones, and I would look at it, and the image create the desire. And pretty soon, I'm not surprised this is sitting in my hands right now. Okay, and so when you think along the lines like that, decide the person you want to be, then you can't think upon anything that goes against that vision. You can't speak anything that goes against that vision. because it's just like you having this beautiful oil painting and you're painting in your mind, and then you say, oh, this will never happen. All of a sudden you just take a eraser and just start erasing it.
All right.
That's what that does. As a man thinks, so is he. But you got to determine. Then get around people who have like-minded vision. That's going to mean that somebody is going to get left. And if you can't find them, well, you know what? Read books. Get you an Audible subscription. The Audible is like an audio book prescription that I have, that really kind of detox my mind, because you got to be able to think, ladies. And ladies and gentlemen, you got to be able to think in ways of visions of where you want, and then you too can get it. You ever heard of Catherine Hughes?
Catherine Hughes, hold on.
Okay, you know her. She is a radio,
like a CEO of something, right? Or
yeah, single mother who decided she's going to buy radio stations.
Right.
Now her and her sons run a very, 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 very successful chain of radio stations in many major markets of the city. The black lady, see, it doesn't make a difference. This thing transforms color, and it just doesn't make a difference, But that's how you can do it, and it doesn't take time. The phone appeared, and I was thinking about it, but it would work. This could work for a phone as well as for a penthouse. See, it doesn't make a difference. Right. It'll work. It really will work. Thing finally appeared when I started meditating on that. About for a couple of months, all of a sudden, boom, I'm sitting up here walking with it. And here's what's going to happen. When you walk in it, it's like, oh, wow, I got that. No, it's just as normal because you already had it in your mind first.
Right.
So get busy with the business of living, ladies and gentlemen. Get busy with the business of living. You can collapse time. You just got to have the right vehicle. You just got to be willing to put in the work or the necessary action, and you have to have the ability to decide that you are not going to quit until you get what you want. You're not, and it don't make a difference who's for you or who's against you. You're for you, and I promise you, God will draw the right people in your life. At the right time that you need to help support your vision. Some people say the universe and everything. No, God will draw the right people in your life. In your life at the right time to help you keep going. Doors will start opening up for you, and doors will start opening up for you that you cannot imagine you could believe. And please don't make the mistake that Fitzgerald Stevens has often made. And before I really understand this, don't spend too much time getting ready. Man, this ain't quite right. I ain't got this quite. Wait a minute. I need to practice my script some more. Wait a minute, before I call that person, I need to have exactly what it's saying. Pick up the phone. Visit the Audi dealership, the Mercedes dealership. Make the call. Write the book. Register your business. Pick up the call. Hey, would you like to make money? I got an idea. I think it's something. How would you like to be one of my first investors? Make the call. Do what's necessary to move you to your goal. Let the other people sit around there thinking about it, and they're waiting to get started. Meanwhile, you done lapped them 2 or 3 times, and you're walking in something. Not necessarily you're more smarter than them because you took action they didn't. But don't run without a plan. Don't just get out there and just say, "Man, I'm just going to make it happen." How? What's your method? What's your ability to measure what you're doing? How do you know you get results? How do you know you're running the right way? Maybe you need to evaluate and see if you're getting results and stuff like that. But get started. Be in action. That's why a lot of the A students and all things like that, and the B students, they work for the C students. Because the C students, we sitting out there, the C student. We sitting out there, why them cats sitting out there talking and stuff like that. We out there building, we out there running. I woke up one day and I said, you know what, man, I'm tired of this. I got let go from a seasonal job at a Home Depot loading trucks. I guess I wasn't good enough to do that, ass. And loading trucks. Okay, I guess whatever. I said, man, forget this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start my cleaning business again. I'm going to start my cleaning business and put it together. You know how I put it together? Remember all that time I used to tell you guys that save gold and do all that? Remember we was doing that? I was doing that.
Right.
I took my whole gold portfolio and I sold it. And I raised up the capital to start my cleaning business. Now, I didn't sell I didn't sell the gold to go out there and buy Air Jordans. I didn't sell it to go out there to buy spinners for my RAV4.
Are they still writing spinners in Tampa? Are they still writing spinners in Tampa?
I don't know what they're doing as far as right around there, but I know I have seen them. So when I made the decision, and I was trying to figure out, my brother challenged me and said, "Man, need it," and I said, "You know what? I can get the money." I had forgot about the gold that I kept, and all of a sudden I remember. Then I saved that up, and then all of a sudden my domain name started coming in. My business cell phone started coming in. I got my articles of incorporation. I paid the money. We put customer one cleaning in the file right here. We're going out, and then I went to talking about people about what I was doing, and I was talking to an accountant. Because I knew I was going to need someone to help me with my taxes, my other structure, because I didn't want to make the mistakes that I made with my previous business. And I told him about my concept. And Dynasty knows exactly what it is. And it's a booming concept. Very simple, very lucrative concept. And he said, "Fitzgerald, I'll hire you." Because my line was, "Hey, you as an executive, you don't have time to do this type of thing like that. When you're sitting around there doing your work, which is mostly mental, or you really want to sit up and spend the time necessary?" He said, "No." I said, "That's where I come in. What do you do?" I start saying all the things. He said, "What are your prices?" I said, "I don't do prices. I have to see the job." So I customize my stuff. So I make my stuff. I make my thing up. And so one job with that would give me practically what I made in a month with the job they just fired me for, because it turned on. I'm an entrepreneur. And I don't wait to get out there, nor should you wait to get out there and for someone to give you something. You go to create it. There's trillions of dollars out there floating in the world right now, and you just decide you want to do it. But believe in you, collapse time, get a vision of where you want to go with time limits, write it down. Find you people who are going to hold you accountable, who are going to push you. Get in your mind of imagining what you want. Some people call it meditation, where you're just sitting down there quiet out your mind. If someone sends you a beat down video, talk about what they're doing on World Star, you just politely saying, don't send this crap to me no more. Stop watching the news. Only deal with stuff that's supporting your vision of where you're trying to go. And pretty soon you'll be walking in it, and when you get it, it'll be so natural to you. You'll felt like you always had it, because you do. Because the minute you decide, the minute you imagine it in your heart and your mind, it's as if you are already there. That's the key. Once you imagine it, you got to really walk in it as if you possess it. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. I got some studying to do, a little bit far as right here, some planning to do, because I got to write stuff down too. And be careful with this. Be careful just with your phone, because it will sap a lot of time for you. But if you're going to type notes in, that's cool and dandy. But when you take a pen and paper, when you take a notebook and start writing down your ideas, it's something powerful that comes. It's almost like it transfers something in a way that I can't explain. Especially when it's on your own handwriting with your own eyes, or you could take your smartphone and you can record your goals in your voice and hear them every now and then. And it really gets in your subconscious and things like that. So we appreciate you. For those you want to register GS Partners, just go ahead and register on Prince Dynasty Amir's link. Many of you have. We'll be happy to call you. Be happy to reach out to you, or Dynasty can give you my number where I can help you as far as like growing your wealth and getting paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. Just earning that and building extra wealth up and other income streams that you don't necessarily have to really get out there, put your forth your labor and effort for. So Dynasty, I appreciate it, man. It's been a good dang day.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, family. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Peace.